guys, welcome to Becky B Tarot. My name is Becky. I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. Please excuse the cream on my face. It's late. I want to go to bed so badly. I've literally only just ate my dinner because I've had just the busiest day. And I thought I just wanted to quickly get on and do a collective read before I go to bed. And the cream is for my spots. I'm outside, I've got to be pampered. But yeah, so let's I just got a message. If anyone's feeling anxious at the minute, selenite crystal under your pillow. It's going to help keep you grounded, more balanced and less jittery. Like, you know when you get anxious, it's not always like your physical form, but it's like inside you feel it, the jittery. Yeah, selenite will help give you some relief on that. That's what they're saying for whoever that resonates for. Okay, so a collective read, please. Okay, so I just saw someone slam the door on someone. I heard third party. Oh, okay, so what I'm seeing here is there's a couple, and right, listen, I'm gonna say he, she, but if the energy and the story fits, just take it because it is energy. And just how I see it, like I could see a man, but it just might be a masculine energy in a female, yeah? So there's like a guy, a masculine, who's well confused because they had a third, I feel like one of them is in a relationship, one of them, right? And I feel like these two had some stuff happening, like third party, side chick, side man stuff. I'm starting to feel more like the girl that I'm seeing, the feminine energy, might be the one in a relationship. Certainly just, it feels more like if they both had relationships, the male masculine one may have broken up with theirs at quite a little while ago, right? That's how the energy feels. But then you've got a feminine energy that feels like they've only really just broken up. Anyway, the feminine energy is shouting at this masculine and slamming the door shut. She's kicking off, right? But this masculine's like, what the fuck? The agreement was never that we were going to be together. That was always the understanding, like it was always this, and now you're kicking off because I feel like this masculine might be trying to work on things with their ex-partner. I think I just heard baby mama, but that won't be for everyone. And this one's kicking off and slamming doors, and this one's actually shocked because I think the masculine is just well shocked. Like, that was never what this was about. Like, it was never about us, like, working, and we wasn't sleeping together or doing this. Like, it was never going to be a relationship. Right, let's pull cards. So that's like the background story, right? That's the background story I'm getting. So masculine energy wants to, I don't think the masculine is like even cleared up in the head. Like, they're not sure, but this masculine feels like they're growing and changing. Like, their perspective is changing on life and lots of other things. I feel they're learning. I think they're starting to see people around them, who they really are and all of that. And during this time of like cutting people off, making decisions, starting to see people's true colours and starting to reflect on their true colours and the things they've done, they're looking at this third party like, what the fuck have I been doing? Like, whoever this feminine is, like, this masculine's like, what? Like, what was I thinking? Like, this is madness. Look at her all kicking off, like, because I want to make a move towards, or I've been spending time with my ex, my baby mum. It's nothing to fucking do with her. Like, that's never been laid down here, other than it's only been like sex or just been like what it's been. That's the energy it feels, right? this feminine energy, the one that's slamming the door, it feels so... She feels very toxic, that feminine energy. Ego, got to win at all costs, doesn't care about who they hurt. Or big dark cloud over them. This masculine is doing himself a favour to get away. What did you want to tell me? What was that message? Okay, so this masculine might be a bit immature with it, like, as in taking responsibility for their own actions, because he's not saying it out loud, but I'm getting like a thought in his head about this third party. It's like, you made me hurt. That's not taking responsibility for their own actions. But I think they're talking about, you made me hurt. Maybe their ex-partner, the one they're spending time with, or the baby mom, or whoever. Pick who you are in this fucking scenario, guys. And the masculine energy, that's quite immature. Nobody made you do anything. You did it yourself. You allowed yourself to do that. So you can't blame the other person. But I just get that feel. It's like those are the kind of thoughts and the feeling towards the third party. I literally get, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, this person is going to be like, everything they ever kind of thought about the third party is going to flip. So how this masculine is going to feel towards this third party is like, say they really hated that she was, you know, really bitchy sometimes, but then there was this thing that she did that was always really attractive in how she did it. This is just an example. Now that's changing to, oh my god, I just look at her and I see a really shitty person that's horrible to everyone. Like stuff like that, like, oh, what I used to like, I'm getting this making him like, ugh. Like, it's like, you know, when you've been in a situation in life where like you've gone through something and then it's like something clicks and then everything kind of fits, the puzzle all just fits together and you're like, oh, because your perspective changes. And it's a bit like that. It's like, this masculine is just like, how the fuck did I think that was attractive? How the fuck did I think that, like, what I thought about this person? Like, yeah? Okay, let's pull some cards because we're 7 minutes in and I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Okay, 1, 2, last one for the masculine. So they want me to pull 3 cards for the masculine and 3 cards for this feminine. Oh shit, that makes sense. Down the middle, let's do this masculine. Not yet. Okay, they don't want it yet. Okay. So they wanted me to pull 3 cards for this masculine energy and 3 cards for this feminine energy, but this is the third party issues. Yeah? It's the people we've been talking about. So the first 3 cards we've got for the masculine is the Hermit, the King of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. And this is exactly what I was just saying. This person's starting to like lock themselves off of things and go within about their, like, facing themselves and how their thoughts have been, and things are starting to shift, and they're really going within about what they've been doing and what's really been going on here, like, yeah, and where they really want to go. Like, it's, I'm hearing stability. It's like they're acknowledging that, how is I ever going to get stable in my life with this shit? Like, any sneaky shit, like, it's not going to help me get stable. Yeah, so this person has been they're growing. Like, they were Knight of Wands reversed, player material. Well, yeah, player material. No wife or husband material. And now that they're starting to get more stable in themselves and their finances, and they're kind of like feeling like, you know, it's like beat up by themselves, like scared, vulnerable, but they're like confused at how they got all the way here, kind of thing. Clarify on the 5 of Wands. All the conflict and arguments that have come from this, like, I think this person, yeah, is like having or has had a tower moment regarding all of this. All of this, like, and it's like they're just owning, it's like they're waking up. Just waking up to what's really been going on here. Like, basically, this one's been playing mad games and is just so needs to heal. This masculine is just immature and has been dabbling in things they shouldn't have. And I feel that this person, the one that they've been spending time with is how I would say, because that's how I feel. I just feel like they've been spending some time with someone else and this one's kicking off. And it's like they have been carrying this burden. I think this person's been wanting to drop this third party for a while, but just hasn't known how to do it. Like, and it's one of them things where they've been trying all these different things and it's never really worked. And then they just decided just to do them and then spend time with whoever this person that they want to spend time with is. And this person like knows somehow and has kicked off and is slamming the door. And this one's like, oh, I tried all that time and really, this was it. Like, this was all that needed to happen. Now, hopefully I can break free. And that's the Tower. And this person actually, it's one of them things, yeah. So, you know, like, especially if people aren't like reached the point where they really reflect. So the reality could be this person's felt guilty and knows it's wrong and whatever, is feeling all these emotions about this third party situation and is actively wanting to detach, but has kept stuck in this cycle. Like, they text on Fridays and they go around there, like, and they just do it, but their whole soul, body and mind didn't even really want to be doing it. And it's like this, the realization, because when this door gets slammed, they have a Tower of the Justice of like, I've broken free, and now they're realizing that this was the burden. This is what was having such a negative effect on their life. Like, this is why I felt so down and like I was carrying all that weight. Since this person slammed the door, I'm feeling pretty damn good. I'm feeling like I can head towards my Ace of Cups, like, but I am also at the same time starting to look at the toxic player-like games I've been playing with someone else as well. The person that they've been spending time with, who is their wish fulfillment, who they see success with and the Ten of Cups with. But now, like, they're going to enjoy the relief of this burden, and then it's going to come, I feel like it's going to get heavy again, but not to do with this, but to do with the fact that they know where they want to be and who they want to be loyal and committed to. If they don't yet, they soon will be clear, because this one's now shut the door, thankfully. So they can get right in their own energy and get this person's energy out of theirs and start really getting the clarity that they have been, like, their whole soul's been asking for a while. And I feel like they're going to have another Tower moment very shortly. It's going to be Tower after Tower, with a realisation of what they've sabotaged and how much. I feel like I just get like this person could have been in a relationship with someone for 5 years. It's like they were in a bubble, like, mentally, and only now are they seeing the person that they may have been in a relationship with for 5 years before. Like, only now are they like actively like looking at their emotions and realizing, I think I'm in love with the person, and what the fuck have I done? Basically, that's on the masculine side. Let's look at the third. Well, the third party's pissed off, stress in their head. I'm not sure what. I think this person just plays a hell of a lot of games. Sorry, my hair is just everywhere. So this third party is now stressed in their head up at night because they were starting to, I think they were starting to have hope. Maybe a bit of hope. Even though they don't really want this person. I think they just like the idea of them, the person wanting them and being at their needs. But they're losing their shit because they know that this person doesn't even really want them. And they don't know how to deal with it. And they're losing their shit. So they kicked off, shouted and slammed the door and have been like, bye. Because we've got the Ten of Swords here, which is, I feel this cycle has been going on for fucking years. But this is actually a gift from the divine. This painful ending, which is painful for this, but it's not painful for the masculine, but it's painful for this third party. This is a gift from the divine, this ending. Like, what the fuck? This is a cycle that's been dragging out for far too long. So now this third party is confused about where to go, where to head, where there's success. Just doing games. And how they need to pull back from investing anymore and they need to just move away from this. I think they're realising they need to just move away from this. Because if this masculine is now spending time with like someone they've had children with, I think this one's realising like, I don't have children with them. I don't have that kind of tie. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is just bullshit. No matter how many games I play, I don't seem to be able to win this. It's got like that vibe. Okay, so now you want to do the original party. So like the baby mom, the person that this masculine is spending time with. Show me them. You want to show me with this deck, okay? Show me, okay. So the person that the masculine is spending time with, ex, baby, mother, whoever, I feel, what it's showing me, this person knows about third party, and I feel that's why their connection broke, but I don't think they know specifically about this, like the details in that we've just gone over with this third party. This person slipped greatly into like serious pain and depression when that was all like came out and being dealt with. After lots of transformation and still healing, this person's still healing, but a lot of work, decided to walk away from being a third party, because that's how this person felt. That's how this ex, baby mother, or whoever this masculine is spending time with now is starting to spend time with, felt. This person was like, I am not an option. I am not a third party. Like, I'm not to be treated like one. Oh shit. Lesson, yeah. Mirroring, refocus. This made this person turn around and focus on them. And work through, I think this made them work through past heartbreak and this heartbreak. I hear leveling up, so this has helped them to level up. Forgiveness and settling. I think what this person's trying to do is work through the forgiveness, because they are aware that if they have to forgive so that they can move forward, because if you don't forgive, you carry that with you and then you carry that into your next connection and into your next connection. So they're like refusing to settle like in how they feel, and they're working with themselves slowly. Like, so if they are spending time with this masculine, they're not settling. Like, they're not just being like, oh, I love you, or I have feelings for you. They're being true to them, which is probably expressing truth, I feel. Like, not lying about how they feel, but they're not making any moves romantically towards this person or allowing it, because, well, what the fuck would that even be right now? Like, I'm healing. I feel like there's a bit of loose ends here, like things that haven't been kind of discussed. And like with the masculine, and like I feel like these two kind of just came apart. I feel like it was mad and stuff came out or whatever, and I feel like they came apart, and then it's like the energy's calmed. this person's been healing. This person's, the masculine's only starting to wake up and starting to work on healing, right? Could be twin flames for some of you. But this feminine's like, I'm not just sitting like, I'm gonna create for me now. Like, I think this person tried to create a life with the masculine and was so broken hurt that they were like, I'm just doing me. I ain't never doing that again. Like, I'm just doing me now. Like, I feel like this person's open to having a relationship, but they know they've got to release this whole idea of it was only supposed to be this person that they were with, especially if they had children with them. Like, they're actively forcing themselves to accept that, because they, no matter how much they love them, they're just like, I don't think that, do you know what I actually feel in this person's energy? I feel like this person absolutely is in love with the masculine and would literally spend the rest of her life with the masculine, right? But I feel that she doesn't think that the masculine has got what it takes to, what it would need to heal and fight for this. And the fight for is really coming through strong. Like, she doesn't see the masculine fighting for the connection, nor has he ever fought for the connection. And what I'm at now, they're kind of showing it in regards to me. So I had an ex, the father of my daughter, who did a lot of immature things, and like, in order to heal things, like, there's certain ways that he kind of could have, like, when I was feeling insecure, he could have just, when I'd been like, I just saw something, show me your Instagram, he could have just showed me, couldn't he? And then that would help me feel better. But he used to do shit like, be like, no, probably because there were still thousands of girls on his Instagram, or it's just because, I don't know, he's got this massive ego and he's like, can't be told what to do. But my point being, they're showing me this because it's the same vibe of, but if you really like loved and cared and wanted to fight and make up for the connection, you wouldn't give a fuck. You'd show me anything to help, like, me and us heal. You wouldn't put a guard up again between us. Like, that's what I'm being shown, and I think that's what this feminine energy feels like. They haven't got it in them to be that, because in order to fight for this connection, you would have to be really expressive, communicate, and this masculine would have to do work. Like, would have to go up and over for a while until the connection felt secure, until he'd earned back his trust, you know. But the feminine doesn't believe the masculine's got it in him to do it, I feel. That's how it feels. That's how the energy feels. Flexible. That's exactly it. This feminine energy doesn't feel like the masculine can be flexible. Like, the flexibility that's needed to heal is to be understanding of the other person's pain and going up and over and working trust back. This feminine just, it's not that she doesn't want it, but she just doesn't. Like, you can't be in a one-sided relationship. Like, it will break eventually. You can't fix a relationship, just one of you. Like, the only way a connection can come back together and actually heal and work is if you're both vulnerable, both of your energies is healed enough that it shift, if that makes sense. Like, you both actively choose to work together and work with it, like, be understanding. There's so much you need, and this feminine just doesn't think the masculine, not even like will do it, as in she just doesn't think he's even close to being willing and able to give the connection and herself that. So she's like being flexible with herself and her healing and her pain, and just kind of just saying, maybe, like, it's what's not for this feminine, saying what's not for her is third party and option. That's not for me. That's not who I am. That's what she's saying. She's saying that's not the vibe. I'm not that person, nor would I be with someone that's that person. And I think she's just trying to bring it back to those small points. Like, so I need to be flexible in understanding that. Like, I want, you know, someone loyal. That's what I want. I want I want to be treated how I treat someone else. So they're just like walking away in like a bit of elegant, really, like in elegance. Yeah, but this person's been going through chaos and like internal chaos and conflict, because obviously they want to reconcile. So it's like a battle between themselves. Like there's all these feelings of love and wanting, but then all these feelings of knowing like this person ain't got what it takes to fix this. Like they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna fight for the connection. So there's no point. And that's what's causing a bit of a rift between this feminine. I also feel like this masculine is watching the feminine, not the third party. This masculine is watching this third party, is watching this feminine. What just came through is I feel like that third party is going to disappear for a bit, but then come back like really begging, this masculine, and this masculine's gonna be like, fuck no. I feel like this masculine's actively, like for the first time ever, is gonna be like, get out of my life. I don't want you in my life. Like, stay away from me. Stay away from my ex, baby mum, whatever. Like, you're just trying to sabotage my whole life for nothing. Like, I don't want to be with you. Like, you are not for me. Like, leave me alone. And man, oh man, is that third party not gonna like it? This masculine basically is on a timer. This masculine is just waking up to the fact that they want to be loyal. They want to be loyal with their feminine. They want to be loyal. They feel blessed to have met this feminine that wanted to be so loyal to them. It's like now they're only waking up to seeing that, like, we've got the milk and honey card here, that everything they ever wanted was there. And they got so it's weird. The feminine feels like they ain't got what it takes. Yeah, the feminine feels like the masculine ain't got what it takes to fight for it. But the masculine is actually waking up and wants to clean it up. But there's cleaning it up and then there's fighting for it. There's a difference, isn't it? Yeah, look, it's unfinished business, building blocks. I think, okay, how the energy I think this is going to play out. Oh, sorry guys. The feminine's losing hope, the masculine's gaining hope. It's that mirroring, isn't it? The feminine's going back in her power and choosing her, so the masculine's going back in his power and choosing her. He feels there's unfinished business. He is going to express and talk to... Right, this masculine's going to reach a point where he's going to choose to sit the feminine down and just speak truth, knowing that he is at a risk of losing the feminine. That energy felt really intense and emotional and upset, but I'm so tired that it like blocked it. The fear, do you know what, it's not even that, it's when this masculine speaks it to the feminine. Sorry, I'm coming in and out. It's like chucked with like serious emotion. And I'm jolted to me that's tired and like not really, like, it's really weird. It's because I'm just overtired. It's not the burden that they're carrying, knowing that they've done this whole mess and this stuff to their feminine, and then the burden that they know is that the burden they're carrying, they've been carrying a lot of burdens, and then the burden that they didn't even want to be around the third party anymore, and then the burden that accepting that they realise that their feminines, they're one and they've fucked up, and then the burden of like, do I ever tell her? Do I ever tell her? And I think this masculine is going to make the choice to, if it's ever going to work properly, I need to tell the truth. I agree, masculine, because it comes out always in the end. But and what I'm getting is the masculine's been carrying all these burdens, but when's the time, when it reaches that time, the masculine's only I think gonna realise how they truly feel about all of this when they speak the truth to the feminine. Weirdly enough, I think the masculine is going to speak the truth. The feminine is going to be on the floor broken for those minutes when they find out. But then the masculine is going to break harder. And the feminine is going to be shocked. And it's going to be a lot. I feel like it's going to be a lot. The load, the burdens that will be lifted from this conversation will be immense, right? Oh, sorry, my battery's going and my charger's bust. I'm gonna have to speed this up. It will be immense, right? Because the burden, I feel like the burden for the feminine is gonna be I finally know, because this feminine's been like, there's a stuff or you're not telling me or you're keeping, is how the feminine's felt for a long time. So it's like the relief of I finally know, but then also the reality of, oh my God. And then the masculine, it's like finally facing the truth of everything that they've done, finally, because they're speaking it out loud. And then it's the, I think, do you know what? I take that back. Maybe it's for some of them. I think when they speak, I don't think the feminine will be on the floor, or the feminine might have a brief break, and then because the feminine's been through so much mentally, like clearing and healing, it's like I'm not even surprised. So they break in that initial pain, and then they pull themselves up, and I think they're just like, nothing else to say here. And then the masculine breaks because it's the reality of, oh my God, like I did it all, but the reality of looking at the feminine, how much she's healed and how the initial break was there, but how it's not that she doesn't care, but she's worked through so much, and it's just like, I'm just glad I know the truth, but get out of my house. Get away from me, I need some space, like just be away from me. And I literally get this masculine like on the fucking floor, like just can't breathe, can't, just in absolute bits, and the feminine is just like, no thank you, no. You can cry, you can scream, you can beg, there's no going back from this. And that's what, and I think that's also the reality for the masculine, because he knows there's no going back, but there's all this wishful, but deep down he knew this masculine knew what he's been doing, that there's no way that this connection can go back, but they're in denial about, the only reason they're managing to like spend time and get all their hopes up is because they're in denial about what they've been doing. They're just in denial, and been in denial about who their soulmate is, and just massive in denial about their own feelings. But fuck me, it's gonna be okay. So let me try and get some more, like, because that's like what's coming for some, but that's not gonna be for everyone. So they're saying the reason why they haven't pulled cards for the third, like anymore for the third party and whatever, is because the third party is like really irrelevant. That cycle's been done and dusted, and they're like brushing their hands off, so we don't need to tap in and find anything else on the third party. I think in all of this, the feminine's just got her faith, regained her faith, and that's why she's so composed, because she has her faith and knows that she has a path, and it was what they thought with this masculine, but when they find the truth, know that there's absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. Is what I feel. What? I just heard midnight tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen for some people midnight tomorrow. You might get a message from if this is resonating for you, you're going to get a message or something from someone or about something. I don't feel like this message is going to be bad. I feel like this message is actually going to be positive. So maybe it's going to be like, can I come and see you or something? I don't know. But it doesn't feel negative, the message. So can we close on that one, please? Do you know what? In all of this, I actually think the connection can work itself out between divine masculine and feminine here. But not for a little while. I just thought it might be 2 years. Might be 2 years. I think this is going to change people for the better. But you know, like, nothing, like, they say nothing positive comes from no, I don't know what saying. I'm too tired, sorry. I just feel like this is gonna shift both of this masculine and feminine into some serious life purpose work and working on themselves and healing, and they're gonna remove, I feel like this masculine and feminine have a real passion for each other, very much sexual attraction, and that's been the high thing that's been on peak in this connection. And then there's been all this explosive energy, toxic stuff that happens, and games and whatnot. But I feel they're going to learn to ground the connection, so they finally balance out that passion and learn to get to know each other in different ways, how each other works, and kind of learn to understand each other. And I feel it might not be 2 years for some of you, but it feels like 2 years. That might be from when that happens, from when the third party shit came out to all the way around to when they're back together. But they will ground and balance the connection, and then I believe it's the feminine's choice. That's kind of the justice in all of it. It's it is the feminine's choice. I feel like this masculine will create a decent life if they choose to do the work and keep growing and stuff. But I feel like the feminine will be brought in another soulmate, and I feel like it will be her free will, her choice. And the divine will support her either way. But obviously, with the person that there's lots of history and that with, that's going to be a lot of a harder route than someone new. But as we go through, I'm sure we'll pick up on this energy again. On the 27th, this might happen for something about the 27th, that date's in there. I can see the day, but I just can't, I'm too tired, guys, so I'm gonna have to go, and I'll be back on tomorrow when I'm a bit more alive. But so either way, if you're the feminine in this and it resonates, know that you are so powerful and you're so protected and you've got this all the way. Completely, you are smashing it, you're gonna smash it. This is a big time for you to shine, and it's going to be real good for you over the next 12 months. The next 11 to 12 months for this feminine, it's going to be extremely amazing. And then if you're the masculine in this case, it's a hard one, isn't it? I think this is a massive lesson for you. I don't think you'll ever do anything like this again. And all I can say is do the work. Do the work, stand true to you, create the most honest, loyal, solid foundation with your feminine that's possible. The more solid the foundation, the better this connection can be. And learn to express your emotions, feelings, and build that connection in the 3D really solid. If you're the third party in this, I just say, man, come on, it's time to take a look and heal, because you're clearly in deep darkness here and deep shadow if you're craving other people and playing games, and if you're actively choosing to sleep with someone that has a partner, or if you have a partner, it's a very disloyal thing to do, and you will get bad karma for it. it's going to blow up in your face at some point. So how about you choose to reflect and don't be with anyone until you can heal yourself enough to deal with all of this shit, and stay away from the masculine and that feminine, and just go away and heal and do you, and find your own counterpart. So that's it, guys. Please like and subscribe. Please, trying to build the channel. I send you so much love on that. Bye.